Nebraska and Maryland coming off a couple of tough losses Thursday night, but it's running back onto the floor at the Xfinity Center where they have been so good all year. Basketball on the Big Ten Network, presented by Jeep. It's the Terps and the Huskers to get your Sunday started here on Big Ten Network. Thursday, and against Maryland, that's always a massive key. Julian Reese controls Mia, hands it back, and Nebraska's got the ball first. For the 17th all-time meeting, all of them have been since Maryland joined the Big Ten.
It's going to be also important, Jason, for Nebraska to have that lid to come off from three. They have not shot the ball nearly as well on the road as what we've seen at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Bryce Williams almost lost it out of bounds, and he did touch it last into the floor. Green had the 27 career high against Minnesota here on Monday. He gets the first shot. The soft touch is off, and Julian Reese taps it back. Started at Alabama. And Nebraska got off to a great start to this season. The win at Creighton, the wins in Hawaii for the tournament. Rice from the top of the key. Rodney trying to get him going as well. Didn't score against Rutgers. He's got a three and a good look, and he drills it. He got off to a rough start from beyond. He made a triple in 5 straight games.
It's a big shot for Berke Buchtenjel. Had that great game against Oregon State. Need to get his offense going.
Another open three. Selton Miguel.
Oregon's last 16 from the field.
Williams turned the corner. Got a good look, and Braxton Mia set the screen.
That's a, I guess, tough stretch of the schedule for both these teams.
Maryland practiced at home yesterday. They flew here from Lincoln to dump down to Queen. And he's fouled on the way up. And so the freshman...
He's felt like they've played hard. But in terms of being tough, and that's okay. But if you're going to do that, you've got to have some active hands. And
Gary's having a rough start to this ball game. And a foul on Worcester on the other. Nebraska over 3 times.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big storyline in this game as well. Because you look across this roster and you're thinking, yeah, this can be a team that can Maryland.
Active hands from Buchtenjel, now dribbling all the way up the floor. 5-point Maryland lead here at home. Morgan got cut off. Williams on the drive and the finish.
Just amazing to watch Bryce Williams. Counter Season's all right. Such a big part of this offense coming off the bench.
Got it into the paint, soft touch. Julian Reese call in the pregame show about what has impressed you the most about not just what he has done as a leader here late in his career, the interception, and Gillespie puts the Maryland up by 7. Bryce Williams trying to penetrate the Maryland defense into the corner. Hoiberg, nice find and a great finish for Morgan.
Just get that dribble drive on the baseline. Help defense comes over, and he sets up Morgan perfectly.
Nice dunk down from the freshman. Queen with the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Out of the timeout. Big shot, Sam Hoiberg. It's the UCLA shot he hit. Dump down to Morgan again with good control. And Andrew Morgan will go to the free.
Who shot the ball so well. He's now 4 of his last 7 was on the scouting, the scout team, and was all alongside your team, finding your rhythm. It's not an easy thing to do.
Out of the timeout, different intensity here. Gillespie turned the corner and put it high off the glass.
Every guy, if you're not connected with your guard, he's getting through there.
Morgan, the transfer from North Dakota State, working on Queen. He kept his ground. But solid patience from the older veteran.
Derek Quinn thing out. Shot it with a funky angle, but got it to go.
He's been such a big contributor for this team off the bench at 11 on Thursday night. Skip pass into the corner. Gillespie, good again. Garion lost the ball. Maryland has taken care of the ball very well in the first 10 minutes. Worcester with a cut.
Raleigh Worcester.
Points the first 8.5 minutes. 9 points the last couple of minutes. Queen, and he's hit on the floor.
He got that matchup with Sam Hoiberg.
You want to rebound?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we all know that. Mike was also, he better come on telling us all the colors of Joseph's coat.
Jawan Gary has struggled with his handles, missed the 3. Morgan with some solid minutes here in the first half, the offensive rebound.
Some real physicality. You got Gillespie there and Reese, and he just goes up, wills his way on that possession.
They needed a spark, and they got it, and Hoiberg just called for the foul. That is his second. It's the fifth. But a major impact as that got going. Reese with Jawan Gary, and Morgan blocked it, but it already hit the glass.
Nebraska's tried to be aggressive with the...
Hit it either. Morgan on the drive again. Oh, another solid move.
And Nebraska's found something.
You're looking for an MVP in the comeback for Nebraska as they were struggling early. It's Morgan running the floor and finishing. They had one in the last 5 minutes, and Andrew Morgan, 12 points in the first half off the bench.
Quite the response by the Cornhuskers here. Things were going south, but they've kind of fixed the turnover issues. But that's something that they haven't been able to
Defensive play.
Pari's got to go up stronger than that. Yeah, he's a guy that's an athlete, and his base got really narrow there, and not a strong take off that dribble drive from Gillespie.
He is all over Connor Sejan.
He's
on the other side.
Guard him over there.
Sejan got loose for the deep triple, and Nebraska leads for the first time.
That's the thing.
He's got 4 from Williams and Gary combined. You'd think they're in trouble with 4.5 to go, and that has not been the case.
What a screen by Buchtengel.
On Gary's first 2 points were
NCAA tournament conversation, but when you're on Selection Sunday and you're looking back, you're thinking, man, some of these could come back to haunt both squads.
Eulis, the nice drive, and Nebraska's got its largest lead of the half.
Better scoring bench units in the league. They've brought it today on the road.
And Willard trying to get a boost from his bench. Geronimo, Harris Smith, both on the floor. Derek Queen.
Good defense.
There's Geronimo counting the foul. Teams gonna make the free throw on a run if Geronimo's play might be a spark for this team. Morgan back on the floor. Remember, he was the driver for Nebraska with 12 points off the bench. Miguel with a big 3, and we're tied. Later this afternoon here on Big Ten Network. And how good has the action been? These two teams both lost tough games on Thursday. All 3 games Thursday, 1-possession ball games.
This league is such a monster now. There's just never an easy night. You're factoring in some travel things now. The talent and the depth as good as it's ever been.
Big shot for Bryce Williams. He's got 6. Yesterday at USC. Impressive win, their 7th in a row. Gillespie with the answer.
I just think that rule is so bad. But we never call it, so it's like, I don't know why we even have it.
Geronimo did get rid of the ball, though.
Good hands.
Ooh. And it leads to a break for Eulis. Into the lane to Gary.
Aaron Eulis' experience here on the road is paying major dividends here. Been a guy that's a connector. He's got 4 assists in this game.
Shot clock turned off. Inside of 5. Deep 3 for Gillespie. And that's how the first half's going to come to an end. Gillespie with a 3 to give him 1,000 career points. And Maryland will go to the locker room up 2. And that doesn't even highlight what Aaron Eulis did with 5 assists in the first half off the bench. And Sam Hoiberg, a couple of big plays.
And you look at the other side for Maryland, Jordan Geronimo coming off the bench and giving them something. So some of the other guys in this game really contributing in a big way.
Their Queen struggled in the first half. They go right back to Morgan on the bounce.
It's a catch and a finish immediately.
We'll see if they can get the freshman going here. Queen, who had a tough first half at Northwestern, dealt with some foul trouble, did not score double figures. Only a couple of points in the first half. Miguel cut off on the baseline with a tough shot.
Physicate there, just knocking Wooster back, and Nebraska playing with some tempo.
Buchtengel following the miss, found Morgan, and he's,
man.
Collision in the paint.
Nebraska looking up the floor. Even though he gets blocked, that
Basketball over. He's taking some bad shots.
Look at the way Nebraska loads up. Jawan Gary is just sitting on the backside of Derek Queen over there.
There's the skip pass. Maryland hit 6 threes in the first half. And Miguel hits again. He is coming
out a lot these last 4 games for Nebraska. The skip pass is where they're vulnerable. They did a pretty good job Xing out there, but Selton Miguel in quite the rhythm.
Williams, nice bounce. Good crap. That's a tough catch. Not hold on at home against Rutgers. Huskers trying to snap a 3-game skid. Miguel, another tough jumper. Oh, he's
dribble up. Nebraska a little bit fortunate there.
Well, the Huskers had 7 turnovers in the first 10 minutes. Nice move, Wooster.
He's just picking off his guy. He's ducking in, but really it's a ball screen. Big time action there, and smart play by Wooster to use the big fella.
Rice thought about passing into the lane. Nice stroke just inside the R4.
Got some real offense here. Nebraska 56% from the field, Maryland 50s. Both teams shooting at a high clip.
And they're on the break. Gillespie to the rack, and he's fouled. With Gillespie at the free throw line, and he'll get a second.
Miguel going. Last 2 games, just 5 points a game.
And Ulis and Sam Hoiberg back on the floor. Ulis played a season-low 5 minutes on Thursday against Rutgers. Nice, tough shot for Bryce Williams.
Running up for some physicality, a back down. Instead, Reese just went 1-2 and got to his strong left.
He and Derek Queen, who combined for 17 rebounds a game, have just 7 here in this ballgame, and they haven't done anything on the offensive end. Blue Morgan's undercut. And Gillespie took it on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. He missed it. Gillespie left it for Queen, and Williams with the block. Hoiberg off to the races. Down the floor, Nebraska not able to take the lead. The lob, Gapari the finish. Now Nebraska needs an answer. Wooster. Nice find, and Buchtenjel all alone.
A little bit of a rotation. You totally lose Burke. Great pass there from Bryce Williams. Dribble, drive, and dish.
Snapped a 3-minute scoring drought. Back to a 1-point game. Gillespie for 3.
And just blast the Hoosiers on the road.
Willis staying on the floor. 4 to shoot for Buchtenjel. His second triple. And well, you can feel it, though, the energy from Nebraska. I mean, when Buchtenjel hit that shot, he let out a massive scream.
He's a talented guy. You look at some of his abilities and you think he can give you more, and that guy can give you more too. Siegen.
It's scooped up by Ulis. Man, oh man, how good has he been?
And Aaron Ulis stayed in that play and contested that pull-up. A heck of a screen by Julian Reese. He tried to pick him off.
That's a veteran move. He got him to fly by. He got everybody else. Man, a massive impact.
Plus 10.
Throw line. Don't expect that from a 6'3" guard, but that has been the case. But Nebraska is back in front. 5th lead change of this ball game. First lead of the half for the Huskers. And it's short-lived.
I think Rodney Rice liked that matchup with Connor Ossie.
You like the shot?
He can make it. I think he's had a game where he's had some success and scored. I can live with Andrew Morgan with the way he's played.
Rice on the other end. Back-to-back buckets. People take notice.
Good job by Miguel there of just chasing a Siegen off that screen.
Back to Morgan. Slip into the hoop, and Geronimo. He hasn't played a ton, but it's a lot more.
Utilizing that athleticism, open side pick and roll. He's coming over in the perfect spot.
By 4, thanks to Gillespie's 17. Rice strokes it again. He's got 14.
Didn't feel comfortable getting all the way to the rim.
Now this also feels like danger time here for Nebraska. Gillespie got space. He got a look at a 3. Jacoby's 5th of the day. And game, they have combined for just 12. A little bit of space. Big time shot.
He's going to have to be a factor here.
And he's got 10.
Pretty good job by Rodney Rice of just making that a tough mid-range jumper.
Went back over his shoulder. Wooster on the drive. They can't finish. And a foul called against Nebraska. Gillespie working on a 20-point ball game. His 4th of the season, and they got to stop. Ulis in transition.
Good rim run. Oh, right there. Oh, what a tip, though. Juwan Gary with the effort.
Absolutely everywhere in the minutes he has played, but they did not get the putback.
It's been all hustle plays, though. That's where he's impacted this game.
And Bryce Williams with the finish, so they get a couple of stops, couple of buckets, back to a 5-point game with 2:20 to go.
You put a little bit of game pressure back on Maryland. Kevin Willard wants to talk.
Yeah.
The shooting hasn't been amazing, but not bad. 35% from three, but and 2 to play, and gonna have to get another stop here.
Again, deep in the timer. 5 to shoot for Miguel, trying to get in the lane. He got body.
Yeah, really good defense. Sam Hoiberg just not giving an inch.
Trying to make it a one-possession game. They swing it around. Hoiberg for 3. And it's a one-possession game. A 7-0 Nebraska run.
Sam Hoiberg in rotation. Extra pass to the corner. 7-0 run over 1:30 for Nebraska.
See what Maryland does, trying to get an answer. Eric Queen has just 3 points in this ball game. Back out to Gillespie.
Bryce and Queen almost ran into each other there.
Hoiberg again, the lean in, no.
That's a foul.
And it is. It's number 4 on Julian Reese.
Let them down against Rutgers as well. This is a massive 1-on-1.
Cannot get it to go, but Gary and Reese a block.
I don't think Queen realized it was a 1-on-1.
Miguel
Doesn't block out.
And we are tied. Oh, all even.
This ball has got to move from side to side. Way too much stagnant offense. Get this thing going and then find Jacoby Gillespie, have him make a play.
Hoiberg almost got there.
It's like Jacoby Gillespie, 2-man action. Put it with Reese, put it with Queen, but Gillespie's got to be the guy.
Got it to Queen. They get it to Gillespie, just like you said. Penetrating. Off the glass. Maryland back up by 2.
Looked eerily similar. Lane line and take it to the rim.
And Hoiberg does have 1 timeout remaining. Williams uses the screen. Reese with his hands has the ball and he's fouled. Williams got him in the face and then helps him up. But what a job by Julian Reese. I mean, the block shots today, the deflections, the rebounds.
Yeah, the defensive effort. I mean, how many times do you see the 5-man? And that is a, boy.
8% from the free throw line. They do get it to Rodney Rice. Now, there was only 20 seconds because the foul was in the front court. So Nebraska can play defense, and they don't. They give the foul to put Rice at the line for a 14 points this afternoon. And he got the bounce. Missed it. Nebraska does have a timeout. We'll see how they play it out. Shot clock turned off. They're down by 3. Bryce Williams is doubled into the corner for Ulis. The Sejan leads in. No! Geronimo the rebound! The seldom used experience. This free throw, this ball game is over. A 1-and-1. No! Wooster, the heave! And the ball game is over. Maryland holds on. They gave up a late 9-point lead, but battle back to win it at home by 3. Kevin Willard and the Terps improved to 4-4 in conference. He got 22 from Gillespie. Some massive defensive plays from the bloody Julian Reese. And they